The greatest threat to the abortion culture in the United States is not the government, it's the church. If the church so chooses to rise up. Meaning, if Christians across this country banded together and with sober minds and compassionate hearts engaged, really engaged, not once a year on Sanctity of Life Sunday, but really engaged in the ending of child sacrifice in America, abortion would be over before we could blink. There are plenty of Christians. There's just not enough caring. There are plenty of churches. There's just not enough courage. We have the numbers. We have the wealth. We have the political influence. We have the influence in our churches. We just choose not to exercise it. A, because we're not informed. We don't understand that abortion is the greatest moral evil in American history, greatest genocide. Or, unfortunately, to some degree, we actually aren't pro-life. We don't actually live out what we say we believe, which is that preborn humans have the same amazing, extraordinary value as born humans. Look, it's some sobering thoughts here because all of us have busy lives. We're raising families. We have kids. We have grandkids. We have an abundance of things to entertain us here in America. But we do need to provoke ourselves a little bit here and say, are we honestly doing everything that we can to influence our churches and our political systems to end the slaughter? And the answer is no, we have to do more. And I know we sort of get exhausted by hearing this message because it seems like we hear it in all sorts of other contexts. Well, we need to do more with evangelism. Well, that's true. We need to do more to fight the homeless plague. We need to do more to deal with refugees. There's always more that can be done, and at some point it gets exhausting. I'm just asking you to prioritize God's issues and your issues and make them the same. God certainly views evangelism, the saving of souls, as primary. We've discussed that before, but I would argue that second to that is the actual rescuing of people from oppression. And in America, the greatest oppressed people group is the preborn child and their mothers, bar none. There's no question, no debate. So how do we deal with that? Well, politically, transform your party, whatever party you're in. Understand if you're a pro-life Democrat, your party at the federal level loves abortion. It does. It says it. You can't deny it. If you're a Republican, your party sort of says it's pro-life and does very little. You can't deny it. It's history. So we, as the grassroots, we as the people, have the ability, the authority, and I would argue the command to reform both those systems, both those parties, and get back to a country that values human life from conception through natural death. At the same time, we need to put substantial influence on our churches. Most of us, if you're Protestant, more than 50% of us that are Protestant go to churches that aren't even doctrinally pro-life. If you're Catholic, you very well might go to a parish that belongs to Rome, and Rome is pro-life, but doesn't do anything about it, and may not even believe it itself. How do we confront that as pro-life Christians? We do it with courage, we do it with compassion, we do it with clarity, but the one thing we don't do, whether we're talking about the church or the state, the one thing we don't do is remain silent. This is The Human Element Show. For more information, check us out at thehumanelementshow.com, thehumanelementshow.com. If you'd like more information on Human Coalition, go to humancoalition.org, humancoalition.org. You can follow me on Twitter at Brian E. Fisher and on Instagram at fish@10 a.m. Have a great week.
Thank you for joining us on The Human Element Show with Brian Fisher. For more information, visit thehumanelementshow.com or find out more about Human Coalition at humancoalition.org.